Let's see this problem of best time to buy and sell the stock. So the problem statement is you have given prices as array and as an output you have to produce the maximum profit possible. I mean, this is not the code that you can apply in your real stock market, but this is a unique question in which you will already know the future prices and you have to decide on which day you will buy the stock and which day you will sell the stock to gain the maximum profit. If we talk about like brute force approach, you can try every possible way. You have to buy a stock at the first day, then you have to sell the stock at the second day. You have to keep noting the difference. In this way, you have to buy first day, sell third day, buy first day, sell fourth day. In this way, you will come across every other possible combination to buy and sell the stock, and ultimately you will get the final profit, which is of course maximum, but the approach that you have followed is not foolproof. So let's see how we can code the worst case or brute force approach. So first you have to declare a variable called max profit, which basically you will return at the end. Then for buying a stock, you can start an iterator, the for loop, which will iterate over the price, and for each price you have to put another iterator like this to sell the stock, so that you will get every possible combination, and every time you have to calculate the profit in this way. And as we mentioned, the max profit contains the maximum profit that needs to be written at the end. So for updating max profit, we can apply an if condition, which actually check for every profit made if that is greater than max profit or not. And at the end, you have to return the max profit. So if you see this example, let's try to run and let's find out if it is working for the given array. As a result, you will see 5 is the maximum profit here, and which actually the case. If you buy at 1 rupees and sell as 6 rupees, then it will be the maximum profit you can gain in this future prices. Now let's move on and try the optimal approach, because brute force is not only the approach that we are having. So from this optimal approach, in single pass you will get the maximum difference. So every time you can keep a variable which contains the minimum price so far, and with that you can only try to maximize the profit. Here also you calculate max like profit every time, but you will only store the maximum profit so far. So in this best case, first you have to declare two variables, because we have to return maximum profit at the end, so that variable needed. And we should have a minimum number, which initially we think of the first number as the minimum. Going forward, this will change. Now for iterating over the given array, we can have this for loop, and every time we'll check if the minimum number is greater than the price given at current price, we will update the minimum number because we want the minimum one. And if that is not the case, then we can calculate the maximum profit by using math max formula to find out if the current max profit is the maximum, or the price currently minus the minimum number is the maximum. So max profit will every time give you the maximum profit. Now here we have to handle some edge cases also, which we need to handle in the brute force approach also, but for the completion of code we can do that. So whenever the price is null or the length of price is 0, we can return 0. Otherwise we can return the maximum profit. And yeah, this is best case with time complexity of big O of n. Let's run this and see. Here you can see the maximum profit is 5 that we are expecting. Now let's try to run it in Leetcode. So here we are pasting our solution. First we'll try to run. So as you see, just pasted and run the solution. two cases are accepted. Now let's submit this. So we basically beats 41% of the person, but our understanding is greater than that. So this was the brute force approach, guys, and this was solved using array traversal pattern. So we will be covering 20 different pattern and we'll cover more than 100 questions. So stay tuned for this.